back. Yeah, I ever understand. Yeah, Zona. Again. Bunch gone, gone, pee.
About 30 seconds. All right, everyone. Pens, pencils down. Wake up. Brandon. Kishav. Yeah, thank you. Darius, I need you. Thank you. Sean, thank you. All right. Please bring these characterization charts with you to every class. You will need them, and when it has a class most of the time. Today, what we're going to focus on is characterizing Reverend Harris and Abigail Williams, as well as finding out what motivates them to do what they do. So, what do we have so far? Let's start with, we need more stuff, more important things that really characterize them. Jawad, back to you.
He's selfish and controlling person.
Selfish and controlling person. What textual evidence do we have that points to him being selfish and or controlling? We need a page number. We need a page number. As soon as someone says the page number, turn to that page. Thomas. Where is it? We need the evidence, though. I know what you're saying. We need the evidence. Jawad, back to you. Page 13. Everyone go to page 13. Thank you, Madonna, for going there. Diva's getting there. Alan's
Page
getting there.
13.
Page 13, what is it? Very good. Right here on page 13, we cannot witchcraft. They will howl me out of stealing for such corruption in my house. This really reveals his selfishness. The fact that he's only concerned with his reputation. Selfish and only concerned with his reputation. Moses? On page 11 too. What else?
At the top it says, and I pray you feel the weight upon you, for now my ministry is at stake.
Pray you feel the weight of truth upon you, for now my ministry is at stake. My ministry and perhaps your cousin. Again, reputation. He's only concerned with his reputation.
Also on page 11, it says, Abigail, I have fought here 3 long years. Then be stiff next week with me. And now just now, some good respect is rising for me. In this parish, compromise my character.
Okay, very good. There was a lot of textual evidence to help support that he is a selfish, controlling man who's only worried about his reputation. Now, everyone, today, you have to take a seat here so that you can see. I want everyone else to see too. I want everyone else to see. what we're going to focus on is page 13 to 25 of the Crucible to identify the forces driving the character's actions in the opening pages. Everyone, make sure you have some points for Reverend Paris and for Abigail Williams. Reverend Paris, you have that he's selfish, power-hungry, self-centered, motivated by religion, and wants to his image over Betty, who is his own daughter, herself. She wants to protect her own name. Make sure you have those points jotted down. I am giving you some of these points. That's why there is literally no excuse when I do a binder check for you to not have this. You have to use the bathroom, bro? You know what you have to do? You have to also pass this class. Okay? Sure. If you cannot bring it out, you are losing 5 college readiness points. Very simple. You just have to keep this somewhere safe. That is it. All right. Along with these names, please add these additional names. Add Mrs. Putnam, Mr. Putnam, and Proctor to your characterization chart. Once again, add Ms. Putnam, Mr. Putnam, and John Proctor. I'm going to give you 1 minute to have that written down.
Motivation for Abigail is that she wants to also protect her own reputation, protect her name. She wants to be protected.
What are you doing? Why aren't you writing these down? Not everyone knows. All right, about 15 more seconds. There are 2 essential questions that we're going to have in class today. Those essential questions are, number 1, what are the power dynamics between Mercy, Mary, and Abigail? Who holds power? You'll see in the scene all the girls who were involved for us in something that we don't really know what it was yet. Who holds the power amongst these girls? Number 2, what factors are driving the character's actions at this point in the play? Any questions or concerns before we begin?
Stop playing.
Not right now, no. Anything? You said.
What do you mean by what factors are there?
So the characters are motivated to do something or to protect their name, but why do they want to do that? What are they trying to prevent? Now, Viola. Reverend Paris is Mr. Santoni. Mercy Lewis is Amia. Amia, you are Mercy Lewis. Mary Warren is Fanta. Mrs. Putnam is Eviana. There is no Eviana here. So who wants to be Mrs. Putnam? Deepa, you can be Mrs. Putnam.
Come on, Brandon.
Mr. Putnam is Brandon. And stage directions is Colette again. Colette, is that okay? All right, page 13. We're going to start right down here where it says a word about Thomas Putnam. Please get there urgently. A word about Thomas Putnam. Are we there? Thumbs up if you're there. Colette, thank you. Viola there. What? Thank you. Moses, we there? We're not there. Brandon, are we there? Michelle is there. Thank you. All right. All right. We have this part where Miller addresses the reader. We're going to read about Thomas Putnam. As we read this part, afterwards I'm going to ask you, what do we know about Thomas Putnam? All right, here we go. Everyone please track your novels. A word about Thomas Putnam.
A word about Thomas Putnam.
He was a man with many grievances, at least one of which appears justified. Some time before, his wife's brother-in-law, James Bailey, had been turned down as minister of Salem. Bailey had all the qualifications and a 2/3 vote into the bargain, but a faction stopped his acceptance for reasons that are not clear to the village. So I said that, and I should have seen annotations. Instead, I saw Jawad looking over there. I saw people not annotating. If I tell you to characterize Thomas Putnam and I read a key sentence about him, you should be annotating. Once again, Thomas Putnam was the eldest son of the richest man in the village. He had fought the Indians at Narragansett and was deeply interested in parish affairs. He undoubtedly felt it poor payment that the village should so blatantly disregard his candidate for one of its more important offices, especially since he regarded himself as the intellectual superior of most of the people around him. His vindictive nature was demonstrated. Let me stop right there. Very top of page 14. How does he view himself in regard to other people? Diva?
As an intellectual, most people.
As in, stop right there. As the intellectual superior. What does that mean? Fine, intellectually superior. What does that mean? He believes he is smarter than everyone else. Since he regarded himself, not a sibling, it's not comparing two things. But good guess. No metaphor either, because it's not comparing two things, but thank you. Now, it says that he has a vindictive nature. Vindictive was a vocabulary word from last week. What does vindictive mean? Not hateful. Nice, Sean. Revenge, vengeful. Everyone, please make sure you have that annotated. That is probably one of the most powerful words you can have to characterize Thomas Putnam. That should be in his characterization chart. He is vindictive. Vindictive. He is vindictive. So I see Madonna writing it down. Iyad writing it down.
Roll down.
People also looking like they don't know what to do with a pen or pencil.
Roll down.
Thank you, Jawad, for having it down. Very good. All right, let's continue with that paragraph. His vindictive nature was demonstrated long before the witchcraft began. A former Salem minister, George Burroughs, had to borrow money to pay for his wife's funeral. And since the parish was remiss in his salary, he was soon bankrupt. Thomas and his brother John had Burroughs jailed for the debts the man did not owe. The incident is important only in that Burroughs succeeded in becoming minister, where Bailey, Thomas Putnam's brother-in-law, had been rejected. The most name and the honor of his family had been smirched by the village, and he meant to right matters however he could. Another reason to believe him a deeply embittered man was his attempt to break his father's will, which left a disproportionate amount to his stepbrother. As with every other public cause in which he tried to force his way, he failed in this. So it is not surprising to find that many accusations against people are in the handwriting of Thomas Putnam. Or that his name is so often found as a witness corroborating the supernatural testimony. Or that his daughter led the crying out at the most opportune junctures of the trials. Especially when, but we'll speak of that when we come to it. All right, how can we characterize vindictive? Very good, we went over that. How else can we characterize Thomas Putnam? I have 2 hands. I should have more than 2 hands for this. 3 hands, 4 hands, 5 hands. How else can we characterize him? 6 hands. Moses.
You can characterize him as a cocky man because he thinks he's superior.
Okay, thinks he's superior, cocky, vindictive. James Flowers, what else? And then my Sean.
He cares more about his name than anybody else.
Absolutely cares more about his name and himself than anyone else. We can just pretty much say that he's selfish. Very selfish man. My Sean?
I was gonna say that.
You were gonna, sorry, I took your thunder there. Okay, in regard to the Salem witch trials, was he one of the people accused or was he an accuser? Thomas? He was an accuser. Why do you think, did he accuse a lot of people? Few people? So why do we think that Thomas Putnam accused people of witchcraft? Moses?
It might like put his name up here.
Okay, might put his name out there, Viola.
She was a vindictive person, and it said that his own name and the honor of his family had been smeared.
Okay, what does it mean for someone to be smirched? You don't know? Disrespected, corrupted in some way. Very good. Okay. Now, did this man have a lot of enemies?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a vengeful guy who thinks he's superior. He's probably had a lot of enemies. So, what's people eventually be killed? So how do you get rid of your enemies? You know what? They're all witches. I'm gonna name them all as witches.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a witch.
Trying to get rid of me?
No.
I'm trying to get rid of you.
Thank you, Kishav. Some people aren't as kind-hearted as you. I know. Okay, so we are going to. That's my phone. Yes.
Gonna be audible.
All right, we are going to begin. Does everyone remember their role?
Yeah.
All right. Colette is going to start us off with the stage directions, and then we are going to pick up. Everyone should be in their novels.
No.
Let's go.
But at the moment, he is intent upon getting Paris, for whom he has only content to move forward with this.
I'm Brandon. So, Mr. Perez, yeah, taking your part in all contention here, and I will continue, but I cannot if you hold that in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits slaying hands.
But Thomas, you cannot.
And tell Mr. Perez laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw a more hardy baby born, and yet each would wither in my arms. The very night of their birth, I have spoken nothing but my heart has clamored intimations, and now this year my roof, my only, I see her turning strange. A secret child she has become this year, and struggles like a sweet mouth were pulling on her life too. And I thought to send her to you to be the
To your Tituba.
Tituba.
To Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it is a formidable sin to conjure up the dead.
I take it, but who else may surely tell? Whoever murdered Mr. Paris? Whoever murdered Mr. Paris? Mr. Paris, and mark this proof. Mark it last night, my roof. Whoever so close to for how else she struck down some power of darkness. Which stopped it. A marvelous sign, Mr. Paris.
All right, let's stop right there. Diva, I love the passion, man. All right,
Passionate.
First of all, what is Mrs. Putnam's motivation for seeking out Tituba? Why did she seek out Tituba in the first place? 2 hands. Yeah. Why did Mrs. Putnam seek out Tituba? Because apparently it's Tituba can speak to the dead. And who does Mrs. Putnam want information on or about? Hi, Sean. Her babies. Everyone, go to the very bottom of page 14. How many of her babies died? 7. You probably have that underlined about her.
They'll die. Yeah. Okay.
So, everyone, realize that back then, life expectancy was like not as long as it is today. However, 7 babies to pass away. It says the night of every single night, each night they would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. That is still a large number. So, why do you think that she, Mrs. Putnam, believes in witchcraft? Why do you think she believes in witchcraft? Mia? Sorry?